Deathloop's Black Reef changed the way I play games and made me behave in a way that's not in my nature. The gameplay is exhilarating.
I've never played a game like Deathloop before.
I found the game itself really fun. Straight up, I enjoy Deathloop a lot.
Is a playground for impactful gunplay.
It's really, really fun. It's just so fun to play. This is totally a game I really enjoy.
It's as fun as it sounds.
A very fun game.
It's fun overall.
Deathloop.
Deathloop.
With some of the most memorable gaming moments of the entire year.
I don't trust the gaming media, especially जो बड़ी बड़ी companies है like IGN and GameSpot. I don't trust them because बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसी हुई हैं that you and I know that have shaken our trust in them. And when our own beloved mod Heather Urshad posted about Deathloop, that's a 10 out of 10. I commented that I will see this for myself. And as you know, here at CaXym Gaming, we keep it 100% real. जो मेरे concerns and thoughts हैं और जो मेरे initial impressions हैं, that's what I discuss with you guys. And to some extent, my doubts about this game were right initially, but I have never seen a mixed bag such as this.
Oh, what was that? Whew. That was one ridiculous nightmare.
वो कहते हैं ना, first impression is the last impression, and in some cases it is true. लेकिन Deathloop के केस में शुक्र है कि ये बात ऐसी नहीं है, because the first impression of Deathloop was absolutely horrible. So I finally got my hands on Deathloop. Have some interesting things about it, but and it's already buggy. It's already buggy.
Hurry up already.
That's not good. That is not good, guys. There were sound bugs, there were graphic bugs, the graphics were not loading. What is wrong with this game? Hey, fuck. These initial issues soured my taste for this game and I was ready to uninstall it. But the only thing that helped me through this moment was the game's distinctive art style. An art style that reminded me of Borderlands and Bioshock, both games that I truly love. So I stuck with it. And after an hour or two of searching, I finally found the fix and got the game working. And after that, I discovered an amazing game that is hidden behind bugs and glitches. जब मैंने Deathloop के बारे में सुना and about this concept of a repeating day and killing the same enemies over and over again, I personally thought that this was a recipe for disaster because it's gonna be the same gameplay loop, killing the same enemies, and I thought that this game is gonna tire me out real quick. I could not have been much wrong. This game is a solid FPS and also I can say a true next-gen title that does something different in the gaming genre. I have never played a game like Deathloop before. ये दुनिया one of the most detailed and one of the most explorables में से एक है. और जब मैं इस game के अंदर enter हुआ, I was craving exploration and freedom, and to my surprise there is ton of it. There is barely any hand holding in this game. जैसे ही आप game के अंदर दाखिल होते हैं, you will finish the tutorial level. The game allows you to go whatever you want to do, and that's what I love about this game so much. And I love spending time in Black Reef. Even though the day is repeating in this game, the game is moving forward, and that is no doubt a proof of exceptional game design. Also, Deathloop introduces two new systems that I was pretty surprised to see at first, considering I thought this was just a run and gun game. The first thing is the leads system, where you can track different enemies and vision its location and what task you have to do. You can choose what visionary you want to tackle first. There is no hand holding in that as well. The second biggest and I think one of the most important system is the inventory system. The inventory can be filled with trinkets, abilities, or the legendary weapons or common weapons, which you can lose the very next day if you don't infuse them. You see, ऐसे mechanics जो होते हैं ना game के अंदर tension create करते हैं, and I like a tension-free game. इसीलिए for the first half of the game I didn't pick any powers after killing the visionaries, because मैं देखना चाहता था कि how difficult can I make this game for myself. And let me tell you, it got pretty difficult. And once I did it with the powers, I didn't want to go back. The combination of the superpowers and the gunplay is so fun that I poured over 30 hours in this game, living the same day, killing the same enemies, and having a blast. Aside from the gameplay, there is a main storyline. और अगर मैं honestly बात करूँ तो मुझे इस game की story इतनी भी खास नहीं लगी. Though it was interesting at first, but as the story slowly reveals itself, you start to lose interest in it. And मुझे लगता है this is by design, by the developers themselves, because they wanted you as a player to focus more on the gameplay rather than giving you long ass cutscenes. So whatever exposition you need about this game, there are some short cutscenes in between the missions and after you're done with the missions, but other than that, the entire game is solely focused on freedom of choice and amazing gameplay. And when these two systems combine, I realized how much depth was put into Deathloop. It was not another FPS run and gun catch grab, but a meticulously planned masterpiece. Now all of this discussion brings us to our final verdict. But before that, I believe you must have noticed this sexy logo behind me. You see, this logo was made by neonwolves.pk, and these are some of the most amazing guys that I have ever dealt with. They made me this sexy logo, and I believe they can make something sexy for you as well. So yeah, now for the final verdict. The final verdict for Deathloop is a solid 9 out of 10. It is an exceptional game, but the only point that I cut from this game's score is because of the bugs and the bad AI. Other than that, this game is worth every single penny. और इसी के साथ मैं रिव्यू का ख़त्म करना चाहूँगा, and inshallah I will see you guys in the next one. Allah Hafiz.